Alright guys, good morning and welcome back again to more Trails through Daybreak. Even though I say it's good morning, in the game we're pretty much celebrating the nightlife for the time being, doing a little of this, a little of that, and then moving on to the main story as per usual. So if anything else guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all the love and support, and let's continue. Alright, time to enjoy the nightlife. Or close to enjoying as we possibly can, you know? Alright, the exit should be... Ooh, hold on a second. No, not yet. But there is a blue marker here, so I do want to check that one out too. Well, I took a dip before dinner, but it's great to be able to go in multiple times a day. Should I take another quick dip to help digest dinner? Yep, let's do it. Oh. 5 years since then, huh? Never imagined this would be how I'd end up back here. Come to think of it, we made a promise to go on a hot springs trip way back when, huh? It was, what, gonna be to celebrate Renee's graduation? Then I ruined the whole thing. Whatever, no turning back the clock now. I already made my choice. I've thrown away my days with them.
Okay, looks like no one's around. I knew the best time to shoot for would be right after dinner. I'll really be in for it if Aaron finds me, so I'll make this a short dip. I did only just take a shower. Hopefully a quick wash is good enough before going in. I can barely see a thing. There's so much steam. It really is curious how the oxidation of sulfur can come out so thick. As I recall, it has a positive effect on the skin and soothes chronic pain. Maybe I should convince Gran and Essie to come.
Man, you should know your stuff, huh?
Huh? What? Van?
Oh yeah, sorry. I've been in here for a while now. You know, nice bath, huh? Sorry, I didn't say anything earlier. I was kind of lost in thought. You wanted to have the place to yourself, yeah? I'm all warmed up, so I'll leave it to you. Van, I can see everything. Huh? What are you talking about? I got a towel around my waist. But your upper body, you're naked. Your incredible muscles and such are visible. Forget that. I didn't say anything. Come on, I'm not that great compared to folks who really make a habit of flexing their muscles. Anyway, you wanted a place, so I'm good leaving you to it. You should have around half an hour before anyone else comes in, I think. Don't stay in too long right after eating though, okay? Also remember to hydrate once you're done. That was a shock. I suppose I was at fault. I should have made sure no one was here first. He didn't notice, did he? No, he couldn't have. There shouldn't be that much to see, just the builds of our bodies. I think the heat's getting to me. Once I wash myself, I'll head out. Ah, you are a girl. And of course, Van noticed. Alright, that wasn't so shocking. Although I will say they hit it pretty well in my opinion. Attaboy. Looks like he's making sure to hydrate after his bath. Or maybe he did notice. Who's to say? Alright, where was I going? I was trying to head... It's my exit. You know what? Let's see. Whoa, there's several blue dots. Alright, let's have some fun. Let's take a look at where we can wander about. Okay. That red dot will wait. And it's over here. Crossing around.
You there. Let me talk to you for a minute.
No, you tried that before. Alright, so. Yeah, same spot. Judith? Huh? Is that a Westerner in a kimono? Probably just a tourist or someone renting one. Oh, we got more, huh? Alright, well, before that, let me check out this side. Bracer Guild. So, he's still not back? That's bad. A newbie like him out alone in this situation? Enough. Why weren't you keeping an eye on him, Kazan? I'm sure you must have realized that he... I get it. I'll go out looking for him in a bit. But what bad timing. Especially as we kept an eye on the Kunlun Mountains and the Eastern Highway. Rather than complaining, may I suggest you get back to work? Yeah, I'm going. Looks like they're busy. Searching for someone, I guess? Oh, hang on. That stupid serious newbie's not here. Yeah, he ain't. Alright. Nothing else to do here? And then we got 2 more markers here. Maybe I should just go down from here and then make my way forward. That makes the most sense. Who's next to talk to in the list? Oh, hey kitty. Can I pet you? No? Probably the only place I can pet you in the game because real life, I'm allergic to you. Not dangerously so, but still. Oh wait, there's a green marker now. Alright, let me go to this blue one and then we'll make our way. Huh? Where'd she go? Maybe she went into the church? Yes, she did. And after the church, there's a green thing here. Okay.
Now let us all pray together.
Is she a sister of the church? Nah, that can't be right. She isn't even here. Where are you hiding? All over the place. Oh, she's having fun with me. That's not Judith. Well, at least they're not a ghost. Now the question is, do I pursue? Or do I just pretend I saw nothing? You know, I'm gonna keep pursuing. Alright, I gotta go down. Okay. No, I'll continue my pursuit. Van is not the type of guy to give up, especially if his interest or curiosity is piqued, you know?
Yummy!
When I talk to that girl. Alright, so she is across from here. Aho! Hi, miss.
Ah, what a lovely breeze. I had merely hoped for a light break, but I feel almost spoiled with how pleasant this has been.
Her voice is pretty familiar.
Out for a little stroll, handsome? You strike me as a tourist. From the capital, perhaps?
Yeah, just here to kick back a little. How about you? Relaxing solo? Can't imagine someone like you'd be out here alone.
Oh, quite sadly, it's just me, myself, and I this time. I must admit to being a touch lonely without my oh-so-naughty superior and rambunctious coworker. I have an idea. Won't you be my arm candy instead?
That's a very appealing invitation. I'm afraid I've got some business to attend to. Besides, the kids in my crew would never let me hear the end of it if they found us. Think I could take a rain check?
Goodness me. My hopes have been dashed. Well then, have a delightful night. And may you not end up a plaything for anything too nasty.
That almost sounded like a foreshadowing or a foresight. The fact that I can't remember makes this all the more strange, but this is definitely not a situation to poke my nose into. The liminal city between east and west, the Kunlun and the Tian Shan Mountains. I think I'll just say I met a fox playing at a being human here. Well, that said, this fox definitely has all 9 tails. Alright, miss, I'll leave you alone for now. At least I got to talk to you. Didn't know you were French. Even more appealing. To Van, of course. You know. Alright, we got a side quest right here. Hey, wait, over there. That junior bracer was supposed to be traveling between the branches as part of his training, right? Guessing he's the one they were talking about at the guild. One way or another, it's not a night to be out in the mountains alone. Should I follow him just in case? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not eager to stick my nose to the guild business. I've run into him back in Edith a few times though, so it's not like he's a stranger. I feel bad if something happened to him. Best case scenario, I can get the guild to owe me one. Let's go check up on him.
Okay, time to get to work.
Yeah, alright. Don't sense any monsters around here. That's weird. It's not like they're uniquely active during the day or anything. Yeah, that novice took care of them all. He did one hell of a job. Probably means the guy's out of gas by now, though. I guess everyone's gotta blow off some steam every now and then. But if he keeps going full throttle, he'll find himself in the thick of trouble sooner or later. I should follow him just in case. Yeah, let's be a little nosy once in a while, right? It's part of our job description. Hold on, let me do a quick save just in case. Lately, I haven't gotten any one-hit kills or whatnot, but you never know. If I push my luck, I might get killed off, and I'm like, well, I don't have to start all this all over again. Finding Gray. Is that his name? Yeah, he's right there. Good. You know, I do like going solo from time to time. The fact that it's peaceful and quiet, you don't have anyone really talking to you. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to have people watching your back, but every once in a while something like this, it's nice. I can't complain. I like going solo once in a while. Oh, finally come out to play, have we? Figured he'd missed a few. Okay, he missed more than a few. Great. The odds again stacked against me. I can turn the tables on these dung for brains with my shot. Or he saves me the trouble. Never mind, I guess. Close call. You alright there? Wait, are you? Ah, you're a Spriggan, yeah? I heard about you from Drusilla. And you're Kazan from the Longlai branch, yeah? You searching for the newbie too? I'm thinking he's just up ahead. I had the same thought. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Well, since you're doing the same job, why don't we join up? We could share some intel while we're at it. Sure, 2 heads are better than 1. My help doesn't come for free though. So long as that's not a problem, then I'll gladly lend a hand. Well, I suppose you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. In that case, I'll tell you everything I know. Kazan explained that Gray was training at the Longlai branch to acquire his letter of recommendation. He was serious yet cordial. Everyone who came to the guild with requests held him in high regard. However, I trained with him quite a bit, and every time we fought, his thirst for power was abnormally palpable. He's got some major tunnel vision when it comes to combat. While that quality has helped him get stronger, it's never enough for him. He says he will stop at nothing to get more. You met Gray in the capital, right? You happen to hear anything about his situation? Nope, I've got nothing. Doesn't seem like he's really opened up to the folks in the capital either. I guess we'll just have to ask him about what's going on when we find them. Alright, we're running short on time. Let's track him down quick. It's not that far off. Hopefully we find him here. Otherwise, it's gonna be another long journey. Okay. I'm just checking if I've been here. It's been a bit. Easy as pie. Ha! They didn't even stand a chance. It feels like there are more monsters around than before. I'm sure I don't have to spell out what that means. Nope, it's clear that Gray's not finishing them off, which means he's losing his grip on the situation. We better hurry before the worst comes to pass. Want to take the shortcut to the animal trail? No, we should hold off on that for now. I'm sensing more creatures from beyond the thicket. I fear the monsters Gray failed to kill may have gathered together. They seem pretty on edge too. Hot damn, you got some keen senses there. In that case, I'll yield to your intuition. Hey, mind if I ask you something? You're from the east, ain't ya? I'm thinking you must be from one of the northeastern tribes. Wow, nail on the head. I heard from Drusilla that you had a sharp nose, but I'm still surprised. The fact that you know about the northeastern tribes is impressive too. How'd you know I was from there? Cause the nose knows. Plus, seeing those hunting skills of yours help narrow things down. I hear a decent amount about the East while doing requests, and I know a little about how to differentiate the Easterners from everyone else based on quirks of their regions and tribes. Though I can't wrap my head around why someone like you would become a bracer in the Republic. I don't have some grand reason to share, to be honest. I just got bored of being out in the middle of nowhere. Figured I could make a name for myself in the Republic and enjoy what the capital has to offer, that's all. I'm sure most of the people in my village have long since forgotten about me. Don't worry about them. People are free to live however they want. You're no different. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I smell trouble. I think Gray's nearby. Yes, he's over by the waterfall. I sense a monster there as well. Oh, and it's a big one. We should hurry. Roger that. Oh, mini boss? Sounds like a mini boss. Yep. Mini boss. Mini boss. Hold on a second. I opened everything here, huh? I must have been very thorough. That's good though, although I do wish that they resealed it so I can get some new items. Alright, well, let's heal up for good luck.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Alright, let's do this. Oh! Ugh! Can barely move. I have to get stronger. Persist. Gray, are you alright? Wow, you hooked a big one this time. Kazan, and you're... We'll chat later. First things first, we gotta take care of this thing. You back down, rookie? Ah! My leg. Change your plans. Kazan, focus on protecting Gray. I'll fry this fishy bastard myself. Understood. Oh, damn. This big old fish looks pretty worn down. That newbie really did a number on this thing. I'll just finish what he started then. Ha! Lucky sevens.
A chance.
Just not my luck. Oh, I healed. Alright, even better.
Attack their weakness with an art.
What are you weak against? Really? Water? Okay. You're not gonna like this, sir.
Zypher activate.
Oh,
My move now.
you are in trouble, sir. Well, what's my thing?
This'll hurt.
Very well.
This'll hurt. Your crush. Got your
Oh,
number.
oh,
My move now.
it's just not your day. Gah! Sorry, didn't mean to steal the kill. Wanted the spotlight for yourself, huh? Still appreciate the help. Same. Thanks, you too. Well, that's a wrap. Is what I'd like to say, but I know we need to settle the matter of your pay. You got it. We should go over that with Drusilla. Now let's mosey on over to Guild. You okay with that, Gray? Of course. So I caused a lot of trouble for all of you, didn't I? I'm prepared to accept whatever responsibility you require of me. Enough. Don't want to hear any more of that. I want to know why you did it. I get that you have to get strong and I've seen you working at it. But charging into the mountains at this hour to fight every single monster you meet is insane. What's driving you so damn hard? You're Gray, right? Seen you around Edith a few times. As far as I understand, people think pretty highly of you. You got a bright future. Do you think the immovable Hazel and Elaine ain't gonna worry about you doing stuff like this? I was gonna say Hazel. I see that you've got some things going on. Not that having a complicated history is rare in the bracer business. But you have to realize that it's time to man up and talk it out, alright? Who knows? Maybe we can even help. I'm not from Calvard. I'm originally from Lemont State. Well, wait, so you're a junior bracer though. Does the Lemont branch send their newbies out to train in foreign countries? Even I did my early training back home in the East. Lemont's the HQ of the entire Bracer Guild, but I've never heard of them sending pure newbies out of the country to train. If I had to guess, the folks at headquarters don't know about this. I know I've caused trouble for all of you, but I really can't say any more. When the time comes, I'll tell everyone, even the people back at the head of the branch in Edith. For now, please don't tell anyone. I see. You know anything about this, Drusilla? Nothing specific, but let's say my imagination is healthy. Either way, I think it's all going to come down to the path you walk and your determination to walk it. Gray. Gray Arnold. Huh. There's something I'm missing here, but I'll just find this away for now. File this away. Well, I think we've said enough for tonight. The guild will pay for your time arc ride. No, I should be the one to pay. Shut it, newbie. You got a long way to go before you get to have an opinion on Drusilla's decisions. Works for me. I wasn't happy about taking Mira from a newbie bracer anyway. Anyway, buddy, make sure you try to learn from tonight's events, yeah? I missed up on that one. Thank you very much, all of you.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright. Another side quest taken care of. Okay. Alright, now I think we can head over to the red markers. Not that. It is... Alright, we gotta go back in the room.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Alright, let's go to Judith's room. She upstairs? She's upstairs. Hey, Judith. Before I talk to you... Oh, she's sleeping too. She's such a darling. You said she's the granddaughter of your office's landlord? Yeah, They run a pretty popular bistro, actually. My office is on the 2nd floor, and all my part-timers are renting rooms on the 3rd. Uh-huh. So your whole crew is beholden to a single Lord of Landing. That seems nice in a way. You never have to worry about where to get a bite, right? True enough, the guy's list of complaints never ends, but he knows how to keep the food nutritious. Which pays for me at this point. Half my crew are kids who are still growing. Ugh, now I'm actually feeling kind of jealous. I wish I could have lived a nice balanced life like that. My meals and schedule keep getting messed up that with the industry dinners and invites from sponsors and whatnot. I guess that's one advantage to my side business. It's a decent way to spend some calories. Don't tell me your Phantom Thief thing is just a fancy way to lose weight. Of course not, that's ridiculous. It's just a plus, that's all. Besides, I think I look just fine, thank you. Now, not like you had any complaints when you saw. Ugh. Yeah, about that. I'm real sorry. I wasn't being the most considerate about it. I'll do whatever I can to apologize. Ugh, it's fine. Not like I haven't put that much up in the big screen before anyway. Compared to some of the sex scenes and stuff in the R-17 versions of some of Gothi's movies, a quick semi-nude barely registers. Damn though, you really are a pro. Not gonna say no to sketchy stuff like that? I figured your agency would shoot stuff like that down in a heartbeat. They don't like it, but I usually convince them to give it the green light. It can be part of making a movie that's much better. Now my mom's the one who really gets on my case about it. I'm so tired of hearing that I shouldn't be loose, that I need to save myself for why am I telling you these things? You say that, but you're the one who keeps walking into it. Still, it's not bad having family that cares at least, right? Your grandma was a former chanson singer, yeah? And your mom was big on stage, right? I'm surprised you know them. I mean, they're not a secret, but that was a while back. Well, yeah. They both left and big mark in the world. I still see some of your mom's posters on the walls in some bars. As for your grandma, I've heard her records before. 3 generations of artistic talent, huh? I'm still nowhere near the Phantom Thief mom was, but I think I'm at least living up to her legacy as an actress. And here I go again. I swear, I can't let my guard down around you for a second. At this point, I'm contractually obligated to point out you keep walking into these yourself. I'm gonna be a movie star too.
Now's probably as good a time as any to head over.
Yeah. Wait, I'm upstairs, right? I'm like, wait, where am I going? Going back down. Alright, all the way down. Oh, this is the area we were supposed to visit way back. Not too way back, but the moment we stopped by here. Okay, so, boom.
You there. Let me talk to you for a minute.
You keep asking, but I'm going here. Looks like someone does live here now after all. Makes sense, it's been 5 years. I wonder if it's someone connected to Taito or Master. Could be just a total stranger though. Maybe this is a good time to stop walking around and give this door a knock. Stop exploring and yeah, let's go.
Who could have business here this late at night?
Oh, I can't believe you actually came.
Hey, nice night, huh? I don't think I've met you before, but I'm thinking you're responsible for spreading word about my work around. Well, less you and more the guy who lives here.
How do you... Oh, you're with them, aren't you?
Damn, he's a new guy? Those reaction definitely says. You got me all wrong. My way ain't black, white, or even gray. I'm not here to interfere in whatever you're doing. I was just hoping to pay my respect.
What are you doing, Van?
Oh, you followed me, huh?
We happened to notice you looking over this way earlier today.
You mentioned how you lived in Long Lai 5 years ago, so we thought this might be where.
That, or maybe you'd taken a page out of that dumb race car driver's book and this was your local girl's place.
Hell no, damn brat. Mr. Arkwright does not strike me as a proper age for multiple mistresses and the like. And he's not filthy rich like Maxim either. So sorry about that. What's even happening here? Is this some act to get me to let my guard down? Well, no matter how outnumbered I am, you won't get the better of me. Where's this stuck-up bozo? We're really sorry about bothering you so late at night. We won't disturb you any longer.
Oh, on the contrary. By all means, come in.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
Please, stay inside, sir.
No need to be so on guard around them, Cody. They're acquaintances of your sisters, as you very well know. They're also highly regarded by Prince Sharid, Fawn, and Professor Hamilton. I think we can at least afford to trust them as much as the guild does,
I suppose so.
So who's he? Why are you all acting weird? It's understandable that you wouldn't know, Miss Al-Fayed. Yeah, but damn, this is some turn of events. Until 2 years ago, you were the most famous man in the whole Republic. What are you doing in a place like this? Huh?
Aha! A love of surprises seems to be part of the job description. Looking back through the ages, the current occupier of my old job is no exception. Still, if not everyone is aware of who I am, then I'd best get to introducing myself.
Oh god. President Rocksmith.
My name is Samuel Rocksmith. I am the previous president of the Republic. It's a pleasure to meet you all, Arkwright Solutions.
Ryuga Rohan of the Taito School. I haven't been able to visit in 5 years, and heck, we've never even met. But your student told me to give you his regards. Is Taito another style of Eastern fist fighting? Yeah, it's not as big as the Gekka School, but a whole lot of skilled warriors use it. The immovable is part of it, and the Darbo's techniques are based off it too. I'm no expert in these matters, but that makes it sound quite incredible to me. For sure. Unfortunately, when the head of the school died over 10 years ago, his students dispersed all over the place. Since my own master was a friend of his, he looked after his dojo after that. That's how I ended up staying here for about half a year. Now I see. But the martial arts that you know now isn't Taito, is it? Indeed, nor is it the Gekka School. I believe it was called the Kunlun School. Yeah, it's a school that draws inspiration from both the East and the West. My master was Western, but he decided to train in the school. And then he passed it on to me. Fate sure is a funny thing. Feels like fate brought us here too. Still it does. Still, does the fact that you're talking about your master in the past tense mean... Yeah, he died 3 years ago. He might have been like a father figure to me, but he had a boatload of other students, and not all of them in martial arts. Already died protecting one of his more respectable ones. I wish I'd been able to live with him, or be with him when the time came, but I guess the least I can do is make an offering for him here. Van. Well, I guess we can join you.
So he is the Roaring Lion's unofficial student. The Spriggan who serves as a bridge between light and darkness. What a fascinating young man. I'm interested in everyone with him too, including her, naturally.
So you knew my master and Master Ryuga, Mr. President. I most certainly did. I met them both in my younger years. Though I regret to say the opportunity to see them was rare after I took up office 12 years ago. Still, your master and I did come together to mourn Master Ryuga's passing. That makes sense. So what was your sort of pop's name? Aaron? Talk about being oblivious. I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to tell you that. His name was Gunther Barkhorn. He was a traveling priest for the Septian Church. Wait, what? So he went around doing work for the church? Far and wide, yes. That being his profession is a surprise, though. It certainly is. So how did a priest become a master of martial arts in the first place? Well, he wasn't your ordinary priest, to put it mildly. I was more an unofficial student of his, but he had a whole lot of crazy official ones too. Compared to them, I was a total failure, and honestly, way more trouble than I was worth. Man, he seems like he was a wonderful master and father. That is how I came to be in charge of this residence. I've been living in seclusion here ever since conceding 2 years ago. I visit the capital on occasion, but I spend most of my time here living a simple life, enjoying the springs whenever it suits me. What I would give to have a life like that. Perhaps in 40 years or so you can. Speaking of youth, I ought to introduce my friend here. What? This is Warrant Officer Cody McMillan. He's affiliated with Hercules and a member of the Secret Service. He is the younger brother of Second Lieutenant Kyla McMillan. Oh my god, okay, whom I believe you met in Basel. Oh, I can see it now. You're right, they do look somewhat alike. Two siblings in the CID, huh? So is Renee your...
He's not my direct superior if that's what you're thinking, even if he has helped me in my work. While my sister and I at least have some things in common with Chief Ruron, we don't see eye to eye with your friend on very fundamental issues.
Ah, I getcha. What are you talking about? Did we just wander into some kind of internal dispute in the CID? Not quite. I was well acquainted with Cody and Kyla's father. It was a true shame that he lost his life fighting against the Empire. But that was what led to Cody to agree to work under me. My father has nothing to do with my motivations, Mr. President. I serve you because I believe this country needs you. You are a far better leader than that cowardly short-sighted swindler who... Cody! I'm so sorry, sir. I shouldn't have overstepped my bounds. I understand your intention, and I'm happy that you think so highly of me, but you never know who could be listening. Besides, the result of the election 2 years ago was entirely legitimate. I can't approve of any distortion of the truth. Yes, but... I'm sorry. Well, I'm not going to wade into that dispute, but I can see you're still a well-connected man, Mr. President. Especially since you were able to arrange this trip for us while spreading the word of our Forspriggan. I guess he did mention Crown Prince Cherit's name earlier. Yeah, and fans. And the professors. Hold on. Then the other person who invited us here was...
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Cherit, the Basel Institute of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation.
I would be that individual, yes. I have been acquainted with Grand Prince Salman and Professor Hamilton since my days in office. I also became acquainted with Elder Gian of Heyoe during those years. However, he is a rather frightening fellow. As such, I opted to consult with his son, Fan, on this occasion. I see. I totally feel you there. Okay, I think we get how we came to be here now. Still got a big question though. Why would a former president want to speak with a shady Spriggan like me? And why go so far to do it? I can't picture you wanting to hire us for anything, considering your position. That's a fair point. You wouldn't be a very wise decision It wouldn't be a very wise decision politically, true. Yeah, the current ruling party would absolutely take advantage of it if they found out. It would pose too great a risk. You think he hasn't thought of that?
You are absolutely right. I didn't bring you here to hire you for anything. That said, I'm well aware of the good work you've been doing all over the country. Whether it was in Cray, Longport, Tharbad, or Basel. As you know, all of those surface incidents were caused by Almada. But I believe there are deeper issues they share at their core. It's been 2 years since the war ended. The unprecedented prosperity our country has been blessed with has pushed the problems we have always had into the background. However, they never went away, and their effects are starting to be felt once more.
Well, the Mafia is always going to be a problem. And it's true that Professor Callahan's descent didn't start with them. Gearcore all over have been getting a lot busier lately. As has Marduk. Perhaps you're right that these deeper issues are beginning to rear their ugly heads. And the one who's guided us to this point is... Why does she look so gloomy? Either way, the boost of the reparation provided the various fields is close to coming to an end. Calvert's real strength is about to be tested. I can't imagine our president hasn't seen this coming either. The monumental change we've seen ain't gonna come without aftershocks. You can count on that. To be sure, they're likely to extend beyond the economy and into the field of technology too. All those dipshits whining about the immigrants are gonna come crawling out the woodwork like rats again, huh? The same people whose racially motivated acts of terrorism led to economic crisis a few years ago. It's all worrying to hear.
Worrying, yes, but all of that was also what led me to want to meet with you. We live in highly turbulent times, with countless forces of light and darkness at work in this young republic. But we have you, a group like no other. Not heroes of justice like the Guild, nor the CID, who maintains balance on the government's behalf. You work alongside groups on both sides of the moral spectrum, while having your own distinct style all the same. And I can only hope that you will be a powerful force in carving a future for our country.
You're even craftier than I'd heard.
Though it is motivating to have all of that said about you.
I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'm here for whatever you need.
As someone who lives and works in this country, I want it to be a peaceful and prosperous one.
Everyone.
Can't help but feel like you're thinking a little too highly of us. But this is one connection I'd wager is well worth having, even if it might bite us back one day.
I'm glad you feel that way. I can see I was right to invite you here after all.
I hope we can have a long and fruitful relationship, Mr. President. We're more than happy to take on jobs for you, providing you bring them in through the back door. And so long as the pay and profile fit our standards, of course.
I am delighted to hear that. May this partnership serve us well, Van Arkride.
Okay, yeah, he was about as sharp as you'd expect a former president to be. Easy to see how he could keep up with Heiwa's elders when negotiating as president. Indeed, I believe the two sides worked together to stop terrorists at the trade conferences 4 years ago. The current president is a formidable figure in his own right, but the former president has clearly lost none of his skill. I got the impression he's still working with the current opposition party too. Not that it seemed like he had any interest in dragging us into any political squabbling. I agree. I believe he came to us purely as an individual thinking of Calvert's future. I'm really glad I got to talk to him. I feel like I learned so much from the experience. He also spoke to you in private after we were all done, didn't he? Oh, I noticed that too. He did, but we didn't discuss anything of real importance. I have to admit, I was surprised to learn about you working for Arkride Solutions. I can't imagine Roy's none the wiser of that fact either. You know my dad? Well, I mean, you know him in a professional capacity, obviously, but you make it sound like you're more personally acquainted. I suppose it makes sense that you wouldn't know this. But before establishing the Patriot League as a party, Roy was part of the Republican Party just like me. The two of us were on very friendly terms indeed when he first delved into politics after leaving the armed forces. I also knew your mother. I even remember meeting you when you were still a baby. I had no idea. I'm not ignorant about what happened in the election 2 years ago. So much scheming went on behind the scenes to remove you from office. And the man responsible for all of it was... That's just how the world of politics is, young lady. The 23rd president of the Calvert Republic that came of it has brought us unprecedented prosperity. He is also standing tall as a force to be reckoned with, for better or for worse, in the current world in which we live. Besides, nothing in politics is inherently good or evil in the present. Morality is solely for history to judge. Ooh, that is deep. I love that. I love that quote. Yup, you deserve that, Mr. President, former president. All we politicians must do is ensure that our fair republic is deemed right. Be that through leading it to greatness or offering an alternative should our leaders lose their way. such is the life of one in our positions. Mr. President.
All that said, you just leave the burden of politics to us adults for now. I would rather you keep your focus on what you want to achieve.
Then I will. Thank you, Mr. President.
She looks like she's had a big weight lifted off her shoulders. Huh. Oh, there you guys are. You're up again, huh? Did you come to collect us? Yep. I'm very sorry that we took so long. Oh, don't worry about it. We had a good nap between us. You had to be up early today too, didn't you? You should probably hit the hay yourselves. Can't argue with you there. You guys good to head back to your rooms then? I know I am. I pass out as soon as I hit the bed. Now I get to sleep with Agnes and Fairy. That's right. We did say we were going to do that. We won't all fit in the bed at once though, so we'll have to take turns. What on earth?
An enemy attack. No. What do we have here? A paranormal being? Oh, but there's more at work here than that. Whoa, I wonder why it's so thick. Great, fog. Alright, there was a fog out in Longport when his friends were...
I can't find her anywhere. Maybe she's gone into the boys' room?
Hmm? What's that all about? What's up?
I don't see her.
We heard what's going on. She hasn't been in our room either.
Nor is she anywhere in the communal area.
Who isn't? What's going on? It's not the noise first thing in the morning. Wait, where's the kid?
I'll check just in case. Yume hasn't been in your room, has she? She was supposed to be sleeping with us, but when we woke up, she was nowhere to be found.
They checked with the inn staff just in case, but they were told that Yume hadn't been sighted anywhere on the premises. After learning this, they decided to split up and search the town. We're gonna head out now, but I want you to stand by the inn in case anyone tries to get in contact. If you learn anything from the police or the guild, call us right away and let us know. Understood. I'll see if I can find anything on the Orbital network while I wait. Please do all that you can to bring her back safely. We will. She's one little troublemaker, isn't she? Maybe she just had so much energy she decided to work it all out. Doubtful. She seems too well behaved for that. Yeah, her mom's brought her up right. I'm sorry for dragging you into our problems again. We're kind of ruining your vacation, aren't we? Not at all. We spent a lot of time together yesterday, so I'm just as worried as you are about her at this point. Thankfully, I don't think it'll take us that long to find her with this many people. Those two robots, Theo and Zeros, was it? Seems like they're our biggest help in the search. Yeah, the sensors those things have got were something else. If she's in town, they'll find her. In the meantime, we're gonna go around asking people if they've seen her just in case we see if we can find her that way. Do you have some useful app on your Zypha that'll help find her? Nah, it's just that something's up with the holo I use. She just stopped responding to me this morning. Can't even get her to appear now. That's weird. Something might have happened overnight. Anyway, let's get to work. Okay, got it. Oh, wait. I need to put these on first. Judith joined the party. Van's holo core was changed from Mare to another holo core. You can change your holo core by pressing triangle on the orbit menu. Okay. Alright, well, I'll be ending the video here for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. When we return, we're gonna go off and look for little Yume, who disappeared along with my holo core. I need to get it back, actually. Immediately, because I don't know what's gonna happen when I fight now. But we'll find out in the next video. So thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.